Hi all. Today we are going to see about the balance topic of multi-threading. So we have already seen about the life cycle of a thread. So the next, there are 5 states in life cycle of a thread. The first state is new state. It is a starting state, which means a thread which can be created. At that stage, we can tell it as a new state. So the second and third, which is runnable and running, both are comes under the non-runnable, which means runnable in the sense, running in the sense a thread is on thread is in the sleep mode, or it may be block in for its kind of input output device, or wait for a lock or suspend or wait. It can be called a running. So it should be in a block. In running state of a thread, if it is in block, it should be returned to the runnable. Once the thread is not waiting for any purpose, or it's ready to execute the thread, which will be entered in the running state. So in that position, if we use the start method for creating a thread, when the run method can be used to execute the current method. Once we use the start method for creating a thread, whenever we want to invoke that particular kind of method, we can be used run method. So finally, what is the last state? It's terminator. Once the thread is executed, it should be turned as a terminator. So okay, then as we said before, the thread is in a new state if you create an instance of a thread class, but before the invocation of start method. It is a newly created thread, but it should not start. That state is called as new thread. Okay, what is runnable? The thread is in the runnable state after invocation of start method, but the thread scheduler has not selected it to be the running thread. It is runnable state. Then what is running? The thread is in running state if the thread scheduler has selected it. There is no purpose to be in a blocked stage. That is running. Okay, what is non-runnable? Which means blocked. This is the state when the thread is still alive but is currently not eligible to run because some other threads are in running state, so that kind of particular thread could not be in the running stage. That state is called as non-runnable or block. Then what is terminator? A thread is in terminator or dead state when its run method exists, which means the created method can be invoked at this state. That is called terminator. How to create a thread? When we want to create a thread, there are two ways. First, by extending thread class. The second, by implementing runnable interface. What is thread class? How can we create a thread by using thread class? The thread class provides constructors and methods to create and perform operations on a thread. Thread class extends object class and implements runnable interface. Commonly used constructor of a thread is thread, the bracket of string name, whatever it is, string name or kind of other parameters. Thread runnable or and both are using in the thread. Then some commonly used methods of thread class. Void run is used to perform action for a thread, and void starts the execution of a thread, and JVM calls the run method on the thread, and join and get priority, set priority, string get name, set name. These are all some kind of methods which can be used in thread class. So runnable interface should be implemented by any class whose instance or intended to be executed by the thread. Runnable interface have only one method named run. This is the syntax of the runnable interface. Public void run is used to perform action for a thread. Okay, starting a thread. How can we start method of a class is used to start a newly created thread. A new thread starts. The thread moves from new state to runnable state. When the thread gets a chance to execute, it target run method will run. These are some example programs for creating a thread by extending thread class, and this is for example of runnable interface, which can be used to implement the thread class. And what is synchronization of a thread? Synchronization in Java is the capability to control the access of multiple threads to any shared resources. Java synchronization is better option where we want to allow only one thread to access the shared resource. Why use synchronization? To prevent thread interface interference, to prevent consistency problems. Types of synchronization: process synchronization and thread synchronization. We have seen here kind topic about thread synchronization. There are two types of thread synchronization. One is mutual exclusive and second one is cooperation. Under the mutual exclusive, there are three types: synchronized method, synchronized block, and static synchronization. We'll see the balance. We'll see the explanation of those types in next video. Thank you.